This is Holly Brown. She's with Remax Realty right over here in West End Commons Shopping Center. Holly, how long have you been doing this?
I've been selling real estate probably about 10 years.
How did you get into it?
Well, it's kind of a funny story because when I was a homeowner, I didn't want to pay an agent to sell my house, so I thought, how hard can it be? So it kind of started with that.
You wanted to save a few dollars.
Save a few thousand, yeah.
Few thousand, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Few thousand. And you've been doing it, you started part-time, I guess, after that?
Part-time. I started part-time, and then when I sold my house, my neighbors wanted me to sell theirs, and I started selling theirs, and was part-time probably for about 4 years, and then it just, I got so busy, it just became full-time.
How is the real estate market right now?
Well, it depends on if you're a buyer or seller. If you're a buyer, the market's really good. We've got a lot of REO, bank-owned properties out there. They're priced very well. Interest rates are very low right now. However, if you're a seller, we are in a market decline. We're looking at 20-25% in some areas where the market has declined. So it's a buyer's market right now.
What is your specialty?
REO.
And explain to everybody, what is an REO?
REO is real estate owned property, which is bank owned property, whether it be Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, your local bank, HSBC, city, regions. It just, REO stands for real estate owned.
Can you save money?
Absolutely. They're really some of the best deals out there.
Like, give us an example.
Example, a house sold 5 years ago in Planters, 225. Sold recently for $159,000. It's quite a bit of difference.
Quite a bit. Do you think the market's going to go any lower, or do you think it's just, how do you feel about it?
Well, I keep thinking it can't go lower,
right? But
it continuously surprises me it does. Right now, most of the listings out there are REOs, and then we hear that they're going to be releasing more houses. We've had the issues with the robo-stamping and holding up foreclosures, but they're saying that that's going to be cleared up this year.
Now, if you're a brand new homeowner, can you walk them through this process?
Absolutely. Brand new homeowners.
What kind of credit do you need if let's say you're 23, 22 years old, been married a couple years, you have a couple credit cards, what do you need?
Well, your credit score needs to be no less than probably about a 650.
Okay.
They've really tightened up on the scores because of all the foreclosures. You need to be around a 650. Now, before you even start looking, you need to get pre-qualified with a reputable lender. And what pre-qualified means is you meet with the lender, they pull your credit, they tell you what you can basically afford when buying a home, and tell you what you qualify for. And one of my things with my buyers is, I don't care if you're qualified to buy a $200,000 house, you need to buy what you can afford, which means if you go out to eat, if you shop, if you have kids, you need to take all that into consideration. And just because you qualify for a $200,000 house doesn't necessarily mean that's what you need to spend. You got to live.
You'll walk them through this process? You'll hold their hand from start to finish, more or less?
Absolutely. What we do is if I have a brand new buyer that comes to the team wanting to start looking at houses, what we'll do is we'll help them with the pre-qualification letter. There's a lot of terminology that buyers don't understand on a pre-qual. So we make ourselves available. We go over a good faith estimate with them, and that's from the lender telling them what their loan's going to cost, what it's going to cost them 30 years, what interest rate, what loan origination, and the lender will give them all that. And we go over that with them too, because what we found with first-time buyers is they're scared to ask questions. And you need to ask questions. I found that knowledge is power,
What about a couple that's grandparents, have a few extra dollars, and are just looking for a house to put a few dollars down and rent it out and break even right now, and hopefully down the road make some money? Is that out there?
That is out there, and we've got investors that are they're buying foreclosures.
Right.
They're putting a little bit of money into them, and they're renting them out, and these renters they're making their house payment. When the market turns and they've got two options. They can sell the house and make money, or they can continue to put a renter in there and let them make the payment for them.
Are there any houses out there right now for $60,000, $80,000?
Oh, yeah. All day long.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're nice houses?
Yeah. Yeah, they're very nice. Typically on a foreclosure, when we get there, normally it may be paint or carpet,
right,
things like that, but
yeah.
It's all cosmetic. So a lot of good deals out there. I just sold a house $2,000. Now, was it a great house? No, but the land was well worth it.
No kidding.
No.
So you just really call you up, put your name on a list. If you see a bargain, you'll call them. If you're an investor, if you're a first-time buyer, you'll just walk them through it start to finish.
Absolutely, and we have some of the best buyers agents in Bartow County that work with foreclosures, REOs.
Yep.
They know I'm a listing agent, and I deal with the banks. I know what the bank's expectations are,
mm-hmm.
And I know basically, what bank has to counter 3 times before they can accept an offer. There's just a lot out there. If you're not an REO agent, and you don't know the ins and outs, but I work for the banks, and we do. Our buyers agents do a very good job. They go from start to finish with the buyers.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about pre-qualification, and they know how to negotiate an REO in the buyer's best interest.
Everybody, this is Holly Brown, Remax Realty in West End Commons. Tell everybody how to reach you.
You can reach me at 770-861-9704.
Thank you.
Thank you.